Hi, katzcradul here. I'm titling this video Functionality Trumps Sentimentality. A long time ago, probably about, more than 15 years ago, a cousin of mine was cleaning out my great aunt and uncle's home after they had passed away. And he didn't want to keep very many things in the home, even though some of them were of great value. He cleaned out and set things on the side of the road. And I picked up a lot of really great things and went in the house as he was just about finishing up, and these were sitting on the table. And he said, "I'm not sure what to do with these. I don't want them. My dad gave them to my mom for one of their anniversaries. I don't know which one, maybe, up in the 60-year anniversary category. They're pewter kerosene lamps, and they were beautiful. One of them here is dusted and the other one's not. I actually showed these hanging on the wall. I wish I would have got a shot of it again before I took them down to put up my new ones. But I made a video in March of 2012, a video response to a video Brooklyn Prepper had posted where he was talking about having functional oil lamps that really just looked decorative on his wall, how it was a great prepper item. And I posted a video response showing these on my wall. So I will post a link to that video so that you can go and see how these gorgeous lamps looked hanging on the wall. Anyway, my cousin said he was going to throw them away. I told him I would love to have them. He gave them to me. I boxed them up. I brought them home. I hung them on my wall, and they have made several moves with me. I have carefully packed the little glass shades that go on the top and packed them up and moved them where I've gone. And they have hung on my wall ever since the day I got them. And I have loved them. Not just because they're a thing of beauty, but because every time I looked at them, it reminded me of my great aunt and uncle who I loved very much. I have gotten to the point in my life where the things I have, with rare exception, have to function. And I love these lamps because I could put kerosene in them and I could use them if there was a power outage, and they were wonderful to have. But a problem had developed with one of these lamps, and I'm sure it would have soon happened with the second one, and I'm going to show you what that is. These lamps have an arm that comes off the base where the wick part goes up into the lantern. And this little arm, if you look at the back, you can see where it's discolored slightly. That's all the times that we've tried to glue, solder, weld that little arm together, because it has come apart from the vertical back brace that holds it to the lamp. And of course, if that's not secure, then it would be unsafe to have that lamp lit and hanging on the wall. And we've tried everything we know to do to keep that intact. The problem is that we've got it glued together for now, but the last guy that we had look at it, he was going to try to weld it more tightly than we did. If you see where it adjoins at the very bottom, where that bar is tacked on the bottom, because where it attaches up the top had been undone for so long, it put pressure on that weld at the bottom and caused the lamp to leak slightly down there. And we didn't realize that, but this fella that we had look at the lamp said, you really should not use these because it will leak and seep kerosene at the bottom. So that was so disappointing, because we tried so hard to save these little pretty lamps and still make them functional. But I have got to let go of the sentimentality and let go of them. And that's what I've decided to do. I'm probably going to give them to Goodwill or Salvation Army with a note on them that says that they are for decorative purposes only, that they are not functional. So I don't have room to store these lamps just because they belong to somebody I love, and then to get other lamps to replace them. I've got to get rid of these. So I went looking for a place to purchase new lamps. I had a hard time finding a place, but I finally, on my search on the internet, found Vermont Lantern company, and I will post a link below so that you can go browse their site. They have some beautiful lamps of all varieties, lamps and lanterns, and I think you'll find it fun to go look at their site. But these are the ones, this is the company I settled on, and so I placed an order about a week ago, and the FedEx man just delivered them today, and so I'm going to show you what they look like. The box had lots of good packing in it. Everything was very secure. I couldn't imagine what was in these little boxes, but then of course remembered that the lamps have to have these little glass globes as protection. And so I ordered 2 lamps, and they were right around $49. So for right around $100, I got 2 lamps. The shipping is free if you order over a certain amount. I think it's about $79. So here's the body of the lamp. Oh no, this is the little hanger that holds it up right there. And the lamp sits freely in that little ring. I actually like that better than my old lamps, because my old lamps were all one piece, and if I wanted to refill them, I'd have to take the whole sconce off the wall. Now I'm going to be able just to grab the little base of the lamp and bring it to the kitchen and refill it with the kerosene, and then just set it back in the hanger when it's done. Everything was really well packaged and looked really good. These are kind of an antique brass looking lamp. See how it just sits down in that little hanger. Now the globe, when I went to go put it on, didn't quite slip in there, but all around the top of that lantern are little arms, and they are meant to be adjusted so that you get that lamp on there just right. And you want to be careful, and you see it takes me just a little while here because I don't want to pull those little adjustable arms out too far, because I don't want to spring them or make them too loose. I want them to hold that glass globe very securely once I get it seated in there. So you'll see me removing the glass shade and adjusting prong by prong those little arms till I get it just perfect. And it doesn't take me very long to do that. Of course, I had to do it with both lamps, but you'll see I get it right, and then it just seats in there perfectly. I really like the way this looks, and the great thing about it is it's not going to be too heavy on the wall. It's going to be easy to take down. I really like it. They're pretty much as I expected, and they look just exactly like how they looked on the website. And this little package holds the reflector shade that goes on the back of the lamp. And at first, as I looked at it, I thought, well, I'm not exactly sure how to secure that on there, but it didn't take me long to figure out there's a slit at the bottom, and there is a slit at the top. So all you do is just slide it down that back piece, the post that fastens to the wall. So you just replace the lamp, and it's ready to hang. I wasn't going to fill them today. I just wanted to get them on the wall, and in a couple of days I'll take them down and go out and get the kerosene and fill them up. There's a little knob that allows you to put more wick up or to adjust the flame and put the wick down just slightly. And so I unwrapped the second one. And here they are hanging on the wall, and I really like them. They're slightly smaller than the silver ones, which are okay to me because the silver ones were just a little bit big. This is a beautiful oil painting that was willed to me by my grandmother of some quail. I love it. It's hanging in my den over a love seat. And the new wall sconces actually look much better because they have the same brassy color tones that are in the quail painting. They actually look much better than the pewter lamps looked up there. So I'm delighted with these lamps. I'm so glad to have found a good source that seemed to be a very reputable company. Everything I read about them was very good. They were very prompt in shipping them to me. They were packaged well, they arrived well, and I will probably be doing business with these companies again. If you'd like to see the original video about the pewter wall sconces, again, I will post a link below to it. But I'm just so pleased with these, and hope maybe that this company could be a resource for you if you're needing some kerosene or oil burning lamps. Until next time, this is Cat's Cradle.